Rain in the northwest, and it will turn a bit wetter this afternoon in Northern Ireland, actually across the north of the country. Some heavier rain in northwest Scotland, sinking down into the central belt, but it's very windy, not least across the Northern Isles. Gusts of 80 miles an hour or more this afternoon. Very windy elsewhere across the country. Gusty winds in northern England, some wetter weather over the Pennines and the Cumbrian Fells. East of the Pennines largely dry. Bit of sunshine coming through and some brighter skies every now and again through the Midlands, East Anglia and the southeast of England. It's breezy, but it's certainly very mild. For the southwest of England, we've got some stronger winds here and probably a little bit more of this drizzly weather arriving later this afternoon. It will also turn wetter over the hills and mountains of Wales. A lot of cloud around here, but again, very mild. Now this evening, the winds do drop quite significantly across northern Scotland, but we keep the southwesterly, we keep a lot of cloud, we keep more rain, especially in the northwestern half of Scotland, risk of some flooding. But those temperatures don't drop at all, 9-10 degrees. So a very mild start to Boxing Day. Boxing Day very similar to today in actual fact. The winds pick up again, especially in Scotland. Could be potentially dangerous winds over the mountains again. More rain in the northwest, some drizzle around some other western coasts and hills, but to the east it's brighter. And for all of us it's very mild, 13 or 14 degrees. The rain that's in the northwest, that's from this weather front here actually. It just trickles further south into Tuesday morning into northern England and Northern Ireland, allowing the northern half of Scotland to briefly turn frosty and icy. But then on Tuesday, the weather fronts move back northwards again, bringing rain northwards, briefly some snow over the Scottish mountains, milder air to the south, again quite cloudy, with temperatures remaining in double figures. It turns wet and windy later in the northwest, and yet again another deep vicious low heading to the north of Scotland. That will sweep a band of rain eastwards overnight, but the winds really strengthen as we head into Wednesday. Gales widely, severe gales in Scotland, even through the central lowlands as well, could cause some disruption. The showers that follow on Wednesday increasingly wintry in Scotland as well. So a different feel to the weather on Wednesday and into Thursday too. That deep low spins away into Scandinavia. We draw in more of a westerly airflow on Thursday. That's going to bring us a lot of cloud. It's going to bring showers or longer spells of rain. And maybe those showers turn increasingly wintry again in Scotland. But for all of us, temperatures are a bit lower on Thursday, 7 to 9 degrees or so. And then towards the end of the week, there's more weather coming in from off the Atlantic, more weather fronts heading our way to bring us some outbreaks of rain, though it shouldn't be quite as windy on Friday. The rain, first of all, arrives in the west, so it could turn chilly for a while in northeast Scotland, eastern England. And then as the rain pushes in, so the temperatures begin to climb. So over the week ahead, it looks like it's going to be pretty windy, as you can see, and apart from the middle part of the week across northern areas, it should be pretty mild out there too, but there will be some rain at times. That rain could be heavy too. Whatever you're doing, have a great day. Bye for now.
He's the star.
Good evening, very Merry Christmas, and a very, very extraordinary day weather-wise. It hasn't been a white one for sure, but it has been a warm one and a very windy one for some of us. First, the warmth. This dome of mild air has been covering the UK, and that has sent the temperatures soaring across the country. No more so than across the east of Scotland, where we saw highs of 15.1 degrees at Dyce near Scotland, not far off the all-time record, which was 15.6 some time ago. It's also been very windy, stormy across the Northern Isles. Hurricane-force winds here for a time this afternoon. Those winds easing down, but the rain returns to the northwest of Scotland in particular. Some dampness towards other western coast and hills, drier further south and east, but it's going to be a very mild night, with temperatures in some places staying in double figures all night long. And tomorrow will be another very mild day indeed. Rather cloudy. There'll be limited breaks out there. Some sunshine, but not a lot. Another windy day again across the north and west, and another very wet day across the northwest Highlands. And that's of some concern with the totals adding up. We are quite concerned about the risk of flooding as time goes by. Bit of brightness around, but generally a cloudy, windy day. Every bit as mild again. The temperatures once more getting easily up into double figures. So we're looking at highs of somewhere between 12 and 14 degrees. And yes, again, somebody somewhere could well hit 15 degrees. Looking further ahead, very topsy-turvy, some strong winds around, some heavy rain too. So keep up to date with the warnings. That's it from me. Have a great evening.